WCTE's coverage of the Putnam County Fair is brought to you by Swallows Insurance, Bailey Tire Company, Putnam County Farm Bureau, Southern Landscape Supply, Highlands Elite Real Estate, and by the Putnam County Fair.
For almost 100 years, the Putnam County Fair has been bringing neighbors together and celebrating the rich agricultural heritage of the Upper Cumberland, and we're looking forward to the exciting years to come.
Of a foot or thousands, I think it's 3 digits, but of thousandths of a foot of how close, from that laser 0 to where the stead's at now. So if you go like 265 feet, 0.55, and the next guy behind you goes 265.56, then he beats you by like that much.
Yeah.
But that's how they determine the winners. And you'll hear a lot of times like, well, he run, 27, 28 mile an hour. Well, that doesn't matter as far as the winners, because sometimes the winners don't go the fastest. But it does help that you can get that sled moving faster. The faster you get it moving, the faster you can get it pulling. So that's one of the ways they determine, is the distance is the main deal, how far they pull it. And, we used to pick at people and say, oh, how much horsepower does that truck make? Well, horsepower determines on how fast you get that sled going. Torque determines on how far you go after that sled hits you. I think Morgan has gathered up another person back there she wants to talk to. So let's go back there to Morgan and see what she's got going on.
All right, and we're back. I'm here with Perry.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Perry, tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been coming to the fair.
I've been coming to the fair about my whole life, but I've been on with the Junior Fair Board for a few years now. So.
Okay, so what is the Junior Fair Board?
Junior Fair Board, we typically just kind of come out here and help set up for the fair and just take care of everything in Grandma's barnyard and just kind of upkeep with everything.
Okay, awesome. So if somebody, how old do you have to be on the Junior Fair Board?
You have to be in 7th grade, so 13 or 14.
Okay. If somebody's interested in getting involved with something like that, how do they go about doing that?
You can look. We post out applications for it on the fair website, so if someone ever want to get into it, they go through it that way.
Okay, awesome. So this is Thursday at the fair. We've still got another week to go. What's your favorite event at the fair?
Definitely the truck tractor pull.
The truck and tractor pull, what we're about to have right now? That's awesome. Yeah, it looks like the rain might be ending and we'll probably be starting here soon. Are you hoping to drive one of these trucks or tractors one day?
I mean, it'd be fun to drive, but it's a little bit too expensive.
Okay, so just a spectator sport for now. Awesome. Yeah. So what is your favorite snack at the fair?
Probably chicken strips.
Chicken strips? Yes. Awesome. Well, cool. So if you're talking to the viewers right now and you want them to come out to the fair, what would you say to get them out here?
Just tell them that there's going to be a lot of fast trucks and fast tractors here tonight.
Okay, well, that's awesome. Thanks, Perry. It's been great meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
And so, thanks we're glad to have you. We're excited. I think we're about to get started back at the tractor pool, so we'll spin it back over to y'all.
Bailey Tire Company can align anything. Bailey Tire Company can service the needs of any heavy-duty and commercial vehicle. Bailey Tire Company can align your heavy-duty equipment with pinpoint accuracy. Bailey Tire Company, 6150 Roberts Matthews Highway in Sparta.
The Putnam County Farm Bureau proudly supports the Putnam County Agricultural and Industrial County Fair and the education and sustainability of agriculture in the Upper Cumberland region.
The team at Highlands Elite Real Estate are proud supporters of WCTE PBS and the Putnam County Fair. And if you're in the market to buy or sell, Kathy Dunn, Kim Chisholm, Libby Capps, and Wanda Maynard are here to help. Online at HereTN.com.
For almost 100 years, the Putnam County Fair has been bringing neighbors together and celebrating the rich agricultural heritage of the Upper Cumberland, and we're looking forward to the exciting years to come.
Southern Landscape Supply offers a large variety of outdoor power equipment, including zero-turn mowers, bad boy tractors, specialty turf equipment, turf and landscape supplies, parts, and services. Since 2004, Southern Landscape Supply has been providing the Upper Cumberland with their outdoor power equipment needs.
Since their beginning in 1956, Swallows Insurance Agency has been providing protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Swallows Insurance cares about the safety and well-being of you, your family, and our community. Swallows Insurance Agency, with 3 locations in Cookeville, Livingston, and Smithville. Online at swallowsinsurance.com.
Welcome back. We're going to be getting started here with the truck and tractor pull in the next, I think, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's just a few minutes, I think. I was actually turning around looking. They're getting ready to start the tractors up right now. We're going to start off with the 11,000 altered farm tractor. Ben Bray we've only got one puller here. There's a couple of pulls going on tonight, and the guys was trying to juggle, go to a couple here and there. So Ben come here, and we're grateful to have him. He's got a really good running tractor.
Yeah.
So while we was on break, I was looking through this. Have you looked through this, Al?
I have a little bit.
So this fair runs from the first day of August until the 10th day.
Okay.
And they've got stuff like Demolition Derby going on next Saturday.
That's always one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah. That's another redneck with paycheck.
Yeah.
So, and they got a rodeo next Friday night.
And we're going to be broadcasting that one.
Yeah, that'll be on TV as well. I mean, there's several things going on. So if y'all are not busy and you get like a free time on Friday or Saturday or even middle of the week next week, there's always something going on here.
Absolutely.
It's a great place to bring the kids, let them ride the rides, support your county, enjoy the fair.
Yeah,
because, them kids are only little one time, so let them live it up while they can.
Yeah, some of my best memories growing up were coming to the fair with my family.
Well, I was always kind of a sissy, so I couldn't ride the rides. I'd get sick, but I would always ride. You ever seen that movie Sandlot? With the old boys, they ride. That was us.
Really?
We would come to the fair with intentions of riding every ride there, and about 3 rides into it, I was throwing up over there, laying on the ground, and just waiting for my parents to come get me so I could go home.
Yeah, when I was younger, I felt like I could ride everything, and I wouldn't make a difference. But now I ride more than 2 rides, I feel like I'm gonna get sick. I've been telling my friends I think I'm getting old.
No, it ain't no getting to it. It gets there before you know it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So I see behind us the side by side starting to come through. Yeah. They've got the tractors working the track back there, getting everything in line. The rain has stopped.
That's good news.
So that's really good. It looks like it's completely out of here for the rest of the evening. So now we get to turn some horsepower loose and
that's awesome.
See some rednecks with paychecks in action.
That's great. Now back to what we were talking about earlier as far as how you win.
Yeah.
So to what extent is a good tractor pull based on the modifications in the actual truck, or is it based on the driver?
Well, the driver makes a big difference. Like you see a lot of these trucks and tractors and stuff like that, and 90% of the time they're always driven by the same person. And it's not because either that person might not even own the truck or tractor, but they drove that tractor and they know everything about that tractor. Like they can feel it, A lot of times driving these truck tractors is like dancing. That's your dancing partner.
Yeah.
Like you can feel how it moves and how it's working and, how it's getting hooked up in the track and how this is working and that's working. So you've got to be able to know your vehicle. But a lot of it is modifications. You'll see 5 trucks in my class tonight, and there'll be 5 different hitch styles.
Really?
Now, there's certain rules that say, well, you can't do this and this and this to your hitch, but you can make them however you want to make them, as long as they don't go into those rules.
Okay. And are the rules different in each of the weight classes? How does
They
that
are,
work?
and it'll be different rules. Like you'll see the 5,200 2-wheel drive trucks, and then you'll see the 5,800 pound 2-wheel drive trucks. And when you see them, you'll be a whole lot of similarities. You'll be like, that truck looks just like that truck.
Right, yeah.
But some of the rules, like for instance, the 5,200s are limited to 470 cubic inches. They're limited to an in-plane take like a 4150. They can't run the big 4,500 in-plane intake. So, and that's an intake from that size to like that size. It's a big difference.
Right,
And what that means is an engine is like an air compressor. In order for it to put out power, it has to breathe air in and put air out. Well, the more you can get in it, the more horsepower you can put out of it. So if you restrict the size of that intake, then you can't get a whole lot of air through it. So that restricts some of the horsepower. So that's some of the differences in that class.
Mm-hmm.
Our class, we have a big block and a small block class. So it looks like Morgan has got troublemaker back there with
Oh
her.
no.
Let's go back there and see what kind of trouble them two are getting into.
And hold it up. Yep. Okay, I'm here with Miss Josie. Miss Josie, where are you from?
Springfield, Tennessee.
Springfield, Tennessee. Now, how long did it take you to get here?
2.5 hours, maybe.
2.5 hours. Okay, so why do you come to the Putnam County Fair?
Because my dad's on TV every year and he has a pulling truck.
Your dad's on TV?
Yes.
Is he the one on TV right now that we've been
Yes.
seeing tonight? That's awesome. So he has a pulling truck. Like, what does that mean?
He pulls.
He pulls the weight? Is he going to compete tonight?
Yes.
Do you think he's going to win?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you get to ride in there too?
No.
No. Does your dad wear like a costume when he does it?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
It's white, blue, and red.
Like a clown?
Yeah.
Is it scary?
No.
No, it's not scary. It's just supposed to be funny?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what is your favorite part about the fair?
I like riding rides, but my mom just had surgery 3 weeks ago, so she can't ride rides.
So you're going to have to go by yourself?
No.
You're too scared?
No, I'll just wait till my dad's done pulling so we can ride rides unless he has to stay on TV after.
Oh, what's your favorite ride?
I don't really know because they always normally have different rides.
That's true. I like the one that spins you around, you know, and you can't move.
Well, my dad can't ride spinny rides because he'll get sick.
I think that is a lot of people. So I think we're almost done with this rain and we're going to
But
start.
I don't like the Ferris wheel because last year we were here, me and my babysitter, she babysitted me last year, and we got stuck on the Ferris wheel. He wouldn't let us off. So Mom had to ask him, will you please let my kids off?
Maybe it was something to do with the ride.
Well, he was stopping it, and people were getting on and off.
Maybe you're so small that he forgot and he couldn't see you.
No, because the other girl that I was with is 15.
Oh, well, who knows? Maybe don't get on the Ferris wheel this year.
Yeah.
So if people were at home and they were trying to decide if they wanted to come to the fair, what would you say?
They could come to the fair with us.
Yeah, they can come on out and join us. We're going to be doing this all week and next week as well. There's fun stuff to do every night, like the tractor and track pull tonight, the demolition derby. There's a monster truck race. Have you ever seen one of those?
Yeah, the fairgrounds in Springfield, Tennessee, they have a fair October 3rd every year, and it's they have either the derby or the monster truck.
That's fun. That's kind of crazy. I like to watch that too. And we'll also have a horse show, and PBS will be broadcasting live here, the horse show and the rodeo next Friday. So we have lots of fun stuff coming up.
Well, I can't do it Fridays or Tuesdays because I have ball practice.
Well, we'll have
I
to
play
go.
softball.
Oh, that's awesome, Josie. Well, I hope your softball season goes well. We're going to send it back to you guys. Say bye, Josie.
Bye, Josie.
Bailey Tire Company can align anything. Bailey Tire Company can service the needs of any heavy-duty and commercial vehicle. Bailey Tire Company can align your heavy-duty equipment with pinpoint accuracy. Bailey Tire Company, 6150 Roberts Matthews Highway in Sparta.
The Putnam County Farm Bureau proudly supports the Putnam County Agricultural and Industrial County Fair and the education and sustainability of agriculture in the Upper Cumberland region.
The team at Highlands Elite Real Estate are proud supporters of WCTE PBS and the Putnam County Fair. And if you're in the market to buy or sell, Kathy Dunn, Kim Chisholm, Libby Capps, and Wanda Maynard are here to help. Online at HereTN.com.
For almost 100 years, the Putnam County Fair has been bringing neighbors together and celebrating the rich agricultural heritage of the Upper Cumberland, and we're looking forward to the exciting years to come.
Southern Landscape Supply offers a large variety of outdoor power equipment, including zero-turn mowers, bad boy tractors, specialty turf equipment, turf and landscape supplies, parts, and services. Since 2004, Southern Landscape Supply has been providing the Upper Cumberland with their outdoor power equipment needs.
Since their beginning in 1956, Swallows Insurance Agency has been providing protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Swallows Insurance cares about the safety and well-being of you, your family, and our community. Swallows Insurance Agency, with 3 locations in Cookeville, Livingston, and Smithville. Online at swallowsinsurance.com.
Hello, welcome back. We're so excited to be here, and you knew the person, didn't you?
Yeah,
Who was that?
that's my little 7-year-old Josie Wales.
Is it really?
Yeah, so I've got an older daughter. She's 21 now. Her name's Jody. And then whenever we found out we was going to have another one, I just knew that was going to be my boy.
Oh.
Because I wanted a boy so
Yeah.
bad. So I was like, yeah, I growed up. Good Lord's going to let me have a little boy. Because my oldest one's 14 years older than her. So, well, the good Lord, he's got a sense of humor too. So he let me have another little girl, but she was healthy and happy, and we called her we named her Josie Wales because she's been an outlaw since the day she was born.
That's so
She was
sweet.
born on Friday the 13th.
Was
so,
she?
yeah.
Oh, I bet she's a handful.
That's an understatement.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's sweet.
She looks just like my wife, but she acts just like me, and that's a curse and a blessing all at the same time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we
So-
love working with kids at WCTE, and we're always doing work in the Upper Cumberland with our youth. We actually have an event coming up in September on September 7th, the Stations of Imagination. I don't know if you know much about that, but it's an event we put on every year in the fall during the Fun Fest on the square in Cookeville.
Yeah.
And we do arts and crafts with the kids, and we've got characters from some of the popular shows that come and dress up. You can get pictures. It's always really fun.
That's
But-
awesome. It's always good to have the youth involved in everything
Absolutely.
because they are the ones that will take over what we build. So, do the best with the youth you can to
Yeah.
kind of raise them up, get them right. Because,
Absolutely.
heck, I hope that when I'm old and gray that she'll be there to take care of me.
Yeah.
So my grandmother used to pick at me all the time. She said, you just remember, one day, I had to wipe your butt. One day you
You have to wipe
mine. No.
You're like, I will not.
No,
I won't
no.
do it.
So
Sweet.
what's going on behind us here? If you look, you can see they got the tractors working the track. So a few minutes ago, it had stopped raining. The rain has stopped. Although it did rain pretty hard, as you can see, the track's pretty wet, and muddy. And them old tractors, they don't like that mud. We was
Yeah.
talking about earlier, but they are doing their best to get it scraped off and leveled off, and so we can proceed with this here pretty quick. It looks like they've got it in pretty good shape as far as the mud goes. It looks like they're pulling her down there and raking that top a little bit off. I see some of the other pullers standing there beside the track. They're looking at it, evaluating and stuff. And I think they'll have it pretty good because this track holds the water.
Yeah.
Like I said, this track is known for its ability to be a dry, loose track.
Mm-hmm.
And that water was probably honestly a blessing to the guys that are pulling here because it's going to tighten up that
That's
sand
good.
and that dirt to make it a better hooking is what we call it, a hooking track.
Yeah.
Your truck could hook to it, But the only thing bad about a track that's really hooking is whenever your truck is hooking, that big sled behind you, it's getting a hold to it too. So it's a darn if you do and dang if you
Yeah.
don't deal,
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a really, really good pull here.
Yeah.
I walked through the pits earlier and we was unloading our truck and stuff, and I seen some really good trucks back there, really good trucks, really good families back there that's here representing
Yeah. It's a
and
great
here to
community.
perform. So
Now, how will the rain, do you think that'll affect the tactics that the drivers have, or will
Oh,
it
yeah.
basically be the same
no,
kind of
it
deal?
affect a lot because it's going to change that dirt, and so Cookeville track is known to be dry and loose.
Right.
So people come here knowing how the Cookeville track is, and they change tires, they change.
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they do stuff differently for this track, but now that we got some water on it, and it's going to be the non-typical Cookeville track. There's some guys out there that's going to be like, oh man, I got the wrong tires on, or I put the wrong gear in the truck, and I mean, we went to a pool last night. We got home at 1 o'clock, and I was out there until 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning, working on my truck to get it prepared to come here this evening. So, I'm one of these guys that's like, yeah, maybe I might have fudged up a little bit here on
really?
this one, but the good Lord works in mysterious ways. So you just trust in Him, and He'll bring you through it. So
Yeah, it'll be exciting.
that's right. It's gonna be fun no matter what.
Right.
You're gonna have a good time no matter what. It's gonna be good watching. You're gonna get to see some high dollar horsepower motors turn loose and have a good time, and a lot of families. It looks like Morgan is about ready to talk to someone else back there. Maybe no, I don't know. Maybe she might got somebody hemmed up, but I don't think yet. So, but yeah, these trucks and tractors are really gonna be really good on this dirt. Yep, she definitely has somebody hooked up back there. So I think we're gonna go back to Morgan now.
All right, I'm here with our next backstage guest, Jared Shepard.
Nice to meet you.
You too. We've been getting acquainted, and I found out that you have just graduated high school.
I have.
What high school did you go to?
Cookeville High School.
Okay, awesome. And what are your plans next?
I am going to Tennessee Tech University to major in biology with a focus in pre-physical therapy.
Okay, awesome. So what are you hoping to do with that?
Hopefully I'll go into physical therapy school and become a PT.
Awesome, PT, really
Yes,
cool.
ma'am.
Okay, so how long have you been coming out here to the fair?
About 4 years now. I got started my 8th grade year, and I've been coming ever since, every summer, making cobblers.
Okay, cool, making cobblers.
Yes,
so are you part of the junior fair board?
I am.
Awesome. So what all is involved in that?
A lot of helping set up for the fair and the events that you see around town, helping clean up the grounds, and helping just make things in the barnyard and keep the fair up to shape.
Well, that's awesome. From us here at PBS, we're really thankful for you guys and everything you do, because this is really cool. This is an awesome event. So for folks at home that are thinking they don't know if they're going to come to the fair or not this year, what would you say?
Delay. We had a little bit of lightning, lost some power here. They had troubles getting everything back up. We will be back on until 10 o'clock tonight. We are just now fixing to start the 5200 Pro Street 2-wheel drive class. Sorry about that. Lightning run in on some stuff and knocked a bunch of stuff out.
Yeah, we tried our best to get back to you all as soon as we could. We are happy to be back and happy you guys can finally see some tractor and truck pulling.
Yes, it's going. We have run 2 classes. We run the 11,000 farm tractors. We run the 6200s 4-wheel drive class, and we have run the 5800 Pro Stock class 2-wheel drives. Now we're on the 52 Pro Streets, and our first puller is Andrew Savage with the Bad to Bone truck. This is a very much family run truck. Him and his wife maintain it, run it now. His dad and him built it years ago. This is a 68 Chevrolet Ford, 68 Ford. Good solid pass over Andrew. Him and his wife and his family. 284.66. It's pretty good pass. Pretty good pass. You notice on these trucks, you see the front wheels come off the ground about a little bit after they leave.
I have seen that.
So they'll take them weights, and these are 2-wheel drive trucks, so they want all the weight on the back of these trucks, just so when that truck is pulling, they want them front tires between 6 and 12 inches off the ground. They call that the sweet spot.
Okay.
Now what that does is it lets all the weight of that truck be pressed down right on them 2 back pulling tires. So they try to, you'll see them out there, you'll see them moving weight from the front to the back, or maybe from the back to the front, or put it in the middle. What they're trying to do is find that sweet spot.
Yeah.
So that way their truck will ride about 6 to 12 inches off the ground.
That's really cool. I feel like a lot of viewers wouldn't realize that, and they'd think you wouldn't want to come off the ground.
Right. Well, on the 4-wheel drives, you don't, because you want all 4 of them, doing what they need to do. on two-wheel drives, they try to get every bit of that weight they can on them back two tires, and it plants them down to the ground. And it's them boys that pull these classes. They got it down to a science, and they'll have like little 5 or 10 pound weights, and they'll just move them around here and there. And like I said, it comes back to drivers and the familiarity of the truck, and they know what their truck likes on what track.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah. And you were just out there not too long ago yourself.
Yeah, we pulled the first class, and I got second. You know,
It
the
was
guy that
really
won
close. It was
Lester
really
Cole,
close.
Yeah, Lester Cole from Crossville, Tennessee won it. He was 297.92.
I think so.
And I was 297.83. So
Yeah.
I mean, what we was talking about earlier, that's like 5/10 or 5/100 of an inch.
Yeah.
So that's
It comes down
that's
to
like
it.
I don't know, 5/100 of a foot would be about half inch, 3/8 of an inch or something like that. So I mean, it's not much, but like I said, them boys, they got them figured out, and they get them right there with each other, and that's truck pulling, you know.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so fun, you
That's
know.
right.
We went back there. I helped Lester load his truck stuff. You know, we're good friends. You know,
That's awesome. That is such a good community within.
Oh, it's got a great
truck
camaraderie.
family.
You know, it's got great camaraderie, and everybody helps everybody and tries to do what they can for each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a big family that competes. All right, this is Late Night Hooker, driven by Carla Gentry. So this class is pretty unique. So Miss Carla is actually married to the next guy that's pulling on the Live Wire 2
Is
truck.
that so?
Yes, Carla Gentry is married to Troy Gentry, and they compete against each other in the same class at truck pulling.
I love that.
So she
Little
drives
family
Late Night
drama.
Hooker, and he drives Live Wire 2. So can you imagine being in that truck on the way home?
Yeah, somebody's going to be upset no matter what happens.
There's bragging rights going on in that household, I guarantee it. So Carla's got a real good, I think this is a 08 or 09 style Ford. Real good running truck. Real good running. That's Troy standing there beside her, wiping her window off.
Sweet.
So, and everybody's like, well, that's sweet. He's helping his wife where she can see, you know. He's making sure that his wife can see where she don't run into that fence. Because Carla is not going to lift. When she bends that hand throttle over, it's going. So, she's a fierce competitor. She don't play around about it. We pick at her a lot. She's got some bright green shoes. I'm talking neon green.
They match the truck.
Yeah. That's what she said. She said it goes with my scheme, black and green.
Everybody's got a different outfit. You had a little costume on too.
Yeah. I got a little fire suit that I wear, and it's a fun joke we play around, cut up with, and stuff. So it's all in good humor. Because the way I figure it is, there's a whole lot of families sitting in these stands that's paid their hard-earned money to come watch us play with our toys.
Yeah.
So if we can't, have a good time, put on a show, if you make a kid remember, or kid laugh, or take a picture with somebody, or, or some schoolboy that's worked all week packing groceries that paid for him and his girlfriend to get in here, make their night a little bit better. That's what it's all about.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Miss Carla Gentry.
Let's see
and the
it.
Late Night Hooker. And that name, it fits her personality so well.
Oh,
She's such a good, fun person to be around.
Here we go.
Yeah. There she goes. See them front tires? Yes, ma'am. Miss Carla made a good, strong pass. 297.26. That's a pretty good pass. That puts her in the lead.
Absolutely.
So that'll move Mr. Andrew Savage down a spot, move Miss Carla up into the lead. And Miss Carla Gentry, and Troy, he knows what he's got to do now.
Yeah, see if he can beat his
But I
wife.
promise you, Troy don't want to drive all the way home in the truck with Carla that Carla just beat him with. Because he drives, he hauls the trucks that hauls these trucks.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's the chauffeur. So, yeah.
That's fun.
I'm sure he don't want going all the way home and let Miss Carla have bragging rights tonight.
Yeah, he's got to prove to her.
He
who's the
beat her
better
last
driver.
night.
Really?
Last night we was in Birchville, Kentucky, and he beat her.
Was it close?
I didn't get to stay and see it. We was a long ways from home, and we had some issues we had to get home and correct.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and there's so many people will be like, oh, it'd be so cool to have one of them trucks. Well, just let me tell you how cool it is to have one of these
Yeah,
trucks.
please do.
So I build power lines for a living. I worked late Wednesday night. We got home about 1:30 on Thursday morning. So I was off Thursday. We had a truck pull Thursday night. I got up Thursday morning. I had to adjust the clutch on my truck. I had to adjust the valves. I had to wash and clean my truck. I had to load my truck. So I spent most of the day doing that. It takes a few hours to adjust the clutch. These clutches are not like a clutch you see in a regular car. These clutches are high performance 2 and 3 disc clutches, and you have to adjust them pretty regularly. So by the time we got all that done, we got Josie Wells and Lindsay got loaded up in the car. And we had the truck pull. It's 4 o'clock. We get there at 6:30. It comes a flood at the truck pull last night.
Ooh.
About like it did
Rain's
here
been a
tonight.
problem a lot
Yeah.
recently then.
So, but it's August, and as a guy that owns cattle and have farms, I'm never going to fuss about it raining in August.
Yeah, right.
So we let it rain. It rained, carried on, whatnot. And when it was done, we pulled, and we left there about 11:30 last night. We get home at around 2 this morning, and I had to unload the truck at 2 o'clock this morning. We had a tick in the truck, so I had to figure out what was going on with it. So at 2 o'clock this morning, I had my truck in the shop with the valve covers off of it, checking the valves, trying to figure out what the tick was on it. I got to bed at about 3:30 this morning.
Oh, wow.
Back up. We was back up around 9. Back to working on the truck, getting everything ready to come here. So, so that's how it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. We're gonna sneak back to a break real quick with Morgan. I think we're going back to Morgan. She's got somebody back there she's got hemmed up to talk to, so we'll be right back with you.
Thank you.
Bailey Tire Company can align anything. Bailey Tire Company can service the needs of any heavy-duty and commercial vehicle. Bailey Tire Company can align your heavy-duty equipment with pinpoint accuracy. Bailey Tire Company, 6150 Roberts Matthews Highway in Sparta.
The Putnam County Farm Bureau proudly supports the Putnam County Agricultural and Industrial County Fair and the education and sustainability of agriculture in the Upper Cumberland region.
The team at Highlands Elite Real Estate are proud supporters of WCTE PBS and the Putnam County Fair. And if you're in the market to buy or sell, Kathy Dunn, Kim Chisholm, Libby Capps, and Wanda Maynard are here to help. Online at HereTN.com.
For almost 100 years, the Putnam County Fair has been bringing neighbors together and celebrating the rich agricultural heritage of the Upper Cumberland, and we're looking forward to the exciting years to come.
Southern Landscape Supply offers a large variety of outdoor power equipment, including zero-turn mowers, bad boy tractors, specialty turf equipment, turf and landscape supplies, parts, and services. Since 2004, Southern Landscape Supply has been providing the Upper Cumberland with their outdoor power equipment needs.
Since their beginning in 1956, Swallows Insurance Agency has been providing protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Swallows Insurance cares about the safety and well-being of you, your family, and our community. Swallows Insurance Agency, with 3 locations in Cookeville, Livingston, and Smithville. Online at swallowsinsurance.com.
Welcome back. We're so excited to see who's going to win this husband on wife tractor
Here
pull
goes
match.
the husband of Carla right now. This is Troy Gentry. This is the husband-wife duo we was just talking about. Troy's all over. I don't know how close they are, but 304.
Wow.
See the different driving skill? Troy really eased out of that clutch. He went a long ways before he really gassed on that truck. He's trying to let that truck get a hold of that ground. That ground's kind of loose. So he's really letting that truck just kind of walk it out to let it get a hold of that track. Did a really good job. Let's run back to Morgan real quick while waiting on this next truck.
Right here backstage with Owen. Hi, Owen.
Hello.
So, how long have you been coming to the fair?
About 3 years since I moved here.
Okay, awesome. And so, are you with the booth or?
Yeah, I work Kona Ice and Donut Envy. Me and my family both own that business.
Okay, cool. So, what's it like having a food booth at the Putnam County Fair?
Sometimes it's really good, and then when it's like rainy days like this, it's kind of slow.
Okay. So, did you work the fair last year?
I did.
I can imagine that would probably be pretty crazy. I know I would like an icy when I go to the fair.
Oh yeah. It was a good year last year.
Okay, cool. So, you just graduated high school?
I did, yes.
What's next?
I'm going to Tennessee Tech in the fall.
Okay, cool. So you're going to stay around local.
Oh yeah.
Still do stuff with Kona Ice.
Yes, ma'am.
Exciting. So if you had to pick a snack at the fair and it wasn't Kona Ice or donuts, what would you pick?
I'd probably hit up Habibi's. Their drink stand and their Mexican food is so good.
Oh yeah, I actually had corn from there tonight. I've had a little bit too much to eat already.
It's really good.
We're happy to be back at the tractor pull. We had a little bit of a rain delay, and then we had some weather, which took us PBS off the air, but we're so happy to be back. I'm glad to have you. So if you were thinking about the people who are home right now and they're thinking they may or may not go to the fair this year, what would you say?
Come on to the fair. Come get some Kona Ice and some donuts. Come on.
All right. Well, thanks, Owen. It's been great having you. We'll send it back to the hosts. You did it.
Thank you.
And shout out to Kona Ice.
Another super exciting competitor coming up in a second. It is Mikey Gentry.
Micah Gentry, yep. He drives an old Chevrolet called Possum Express. It's a good running truck. This truck is liable to do really good on this type of track.
Oh, yeah?
That truck likes this kind of tracks. I wouldn't be surprised to see him bump his little brother out of the contender. Yeah. So, like I said, truck pulling is very family oriented. You're liable to see, one family have 2 or 3 trucks. Like we spoke about, Carla and Troy Gentry was married. They're married to each other. So, that there's several family trucks here that, compete against each other in the same class. I know that me and my wife would never do that. For one reason is I don't lose real well.
Oh yeah.
And for two
I don't
reasons,
either.
I couldn't afford 2 of them. So
that's funny.
Yep. But this next truck, I think it's a 69 or a 70 Chevrolet. It's one of the few Chevrolets in this class.
Oh, really?
Most of the trucks in this class are Fords. Andrew Savage's truck, I know, is a 68 model Ford. Carla's, I believe, is an 08 or 09 Ford. It's one of the newer body styles. Troy Gentry's, I think, is like an early, mid 90s, 93, 94, right around there. And Mr. Blythe is the same way, Jerry Blythe with the White Lightning. But Mickey Gentry, he's got a Chevrolet GMC. I guess his passenger got tired of riding with him. He wanted out about the 250-foot mark. You see that door come open?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was done with that. He wanted out of there. I feel like my wife does that a lot going down the road in the interstate. Like, anytime I expect her to open the door, jump out, just try to abandon ship on me.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to her some earlier, and she was telling me a little about some of the stuff with your truck and how you got the big clown on there because she's afraid of him.
Yeah, she's scared death of clowns. So when we first started pulling, we pulled a street class, which you didn't have to have a helmet or nothing like that. It was like a street truck.
Yeah.
Just rednecks that was trying to have bragging rights, pretty much. High school kids and stuff like that.
As they do.
Oh yeah. So it was just a boastful thing, and then as the years went and we progressed, we moved up to a class that was called Hot Street. And that Hot Street class required a little more safeties. And we had to have a fire suit. We had to have a helmet and stuff.
Right.
So as a joke, I got a friend to make me a clown helmet.
Yeah.
just as a joke, because Lindsay is scared to death of clowns. I mean, it's an ongoing thing there at the house. So we did it as a joke. Well, as we start, so she was like, "You're not really gonna wear that, are you?" I said, "Darn right I am. I done paid good money for it. I can't afford to buy another one. I'm wearing it." So, I started wearing it, and people, kind of made a little fuss about it and kind of liked it and carried on and whatnot. And we, when we stepped up to the classroom now, we were allowed to have a weight box. So whenever I got the weight box that's on the front of the truck and stuff like that, most everybody with weight box you see has got their truck name on it or a logo or whatnot. And me and my older brother were sitting there one evening, and I was mocking up how we was going to do that weight box, and he said, "You need to put the It Clown on this weight box." I said, "The It Clown?" He goes, "Yeah, match your helmet." I said, "Well, by golly, I'll do it." And he said, "Your wife will kill you." And at the time, I had a little old bitty 2-car garage, and these trucks are long because they got the extended hitch and stuff in the rear, and the brackets that hold the things off. So it wouldn't fit in the garage. You couldn't shut the garage down. So when I would shut the garage down, it'd only go down to the weight box, and my wife would pull in every night. She'd see the clown staring at her.
That's too good.
Yeah. Well, let's take a quick break real quick while they're resetting some stuff and working the track. Take a take a hint from our sponsors and let everybody have them a bathroom break real quick.
WCTE's coverage of the Putnam County Fair is brought to you by Swallows Insurance, Bailey Tire Company, Putnam County Farm Bureau, Southern Landscape Supply, Highlands Elite Real Estate, and by the Putnam County Fair.
Bailey Tire Company can align anything. Bailey Tire Company can service the needs of any heavy-duty and commercial vehicle. Bailey Tire Company can align your heavy-duty equipment with pinpoint accuracy. Bailey Tire Company, 6150 Roberts Matthews Highway in Sparta.
The Putnam County Farm Bureau proudly supports the Putnam County Agricultural and Industrial County Fair and the education and sustainability of agriculture in the Upper Cumberland region.
The team at Highlands Elite Real Estate are proud supporters of WCTE PBS and the Putnam County Fair. And if you're in the market to buy or sell, Kathy Dunn, Kim Chisholm, Libby Capps, and Wanda Maynard are here to help. Online at HereTN.com.
For almost 100 years, the Putnam County Fair has been bringing neighbors together and celebrating the rich agricultural heritage of the Upper Cumberland, and we're looking forward to the exciting years to come.
Well, we just barely missed Mr. Bly, as Jerry Bly, White Lightning, made a really good pass. 292. Now, if my calculations is right, that should put Mr. Blythe in third, right behind Carla Gentry. But the winner tonight is going to be Troy Gentry. So I don't know what kind of bets that Carla and Troy's got amongst themselves, but she's on the short end of the stick tonight. Yep, Troy Gentry's going to sneak out the win, 304. No, Andrew dropped his pull and come back. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yep. So the first truck, which was Andrew Savage in this class, the first truck has the option. First truck has the option to drop his pull if he doesn't like it. So Andrew exercised his right to drop the first pass and come back last. So he feels like that maybe he can move a couple of weights around or go on a different section of the track or maybe drive a little differently and increase his distance. So his first distance was 284. So we'll see if he gains anything.
Yeah, that's super interesting. So how is it determined who goes first and has that opportunity?
So the way it is, they've got a little It looks like a little brown ball thing with a bunch of
Oh,
numbers
like
in
the
it.
bingo.
Bingo balls,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's got 30 balls in there, and you walk up and you tell the secretary, which in this case Miss Carla is our secretary. You'll pay your entry fee, tell her your name, tell her what class it is, and she'll just roll that ball around there, and when your number comes out, that's what you get.
Oh, that's cool. So it's just totally random, the order.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Let's run back to the backside real quick while we're waiting on Andrew and talk to Miss Morgan.
And we're back at the backstage booth, and I'm here with Gretchen. And so tell me what you do here at the Putnam County Fair.
We furnish the animals for Grandma's barnyard. We have sheep, we have goats, we have milking demonstrations, bottle calf feeding. We have lots of moms and babies.
Sounds like just about everything you would want to see. So who is that open to?
It's open to anybody who wants to come.
Okay, so as the fair goes on, what hours are you guys over there doing that?
On the weekends, it's like from noon to 9, but if there's people still coming in, we'll be open. Tonight, we're here till 10 o'clock or so, probably, just depending on the crowd flow.
Okay, cool. So what organization are you with?
DLG Livestock. My husband and I have owned and operated that for about 20 years.
Okay, well, that's awesome. Are we on? Okay.
And we are back, and we're going to be seeing Mr. Andrew
Savage.
Andrew
68
Savage.
Ford. I'd say he increased his distance quite a bit.
Certainly did.
293.
That's a good run.
293. He gained almost 9 foot. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Still not enough to get around Carla, but she knows he was there.
And it's amazing that you can increase your distance that much just by moving around the weights.
Well, he might have had a little bit too much heavy in the front, so he moved some weight to the back a little bit. Might have drove it a little bit more different. There's a lot of different scenarios, especially these 2-wheel drives.
Yeah.
See, that's why I drive 4-wheel drive, because it's simple. You put all the weight on the front, and you go. On the 2-wheel drives, like these guys, they study like this track and how my truck run on this truck. And, I had this much weight here and this much weight. They write everything down. They keep up with it.
Yeah.
Like they know.
That's awesome.
Me, I just put gas in mine, check the oil, and we go truck full.
Yeah.
All the weight's in the front.
So how often do you all go to different truck pulling events? Because I know you said you had an event last night.
Yeah, last night. We go a lot during the summer. We'll go to anywhere from 20 to 35 events a year. We'll go to a few in the winter and the fall. Like we go to like Lexington, Kentucky to the Lexington Invitational. We'll go to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Really, really big pool, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's in February every year. So that's called the Southern Invitational. Really big pool there.
Yeah.
So, yep. Here's the running order. So, live wire 2 Troy Gentry was 304.66. Carla was 297.26, and Mr. Andrew was 293.87. That's the top 3. So, congratulations to y'all 3. Good passes. We're going to sneak back to Morgan one more time. See what she's got.
John McClellan with Tennessee Branch. Michael Crockett driving Barnyard Peace. Leighton Crockett with that.
Hear more about your business that you guys have in Florida. Is that right?
Yes.
So what all do y'all have there?
We raise a lot of different species. We have everything from farm animals to exotics, just a little bit of everything. We got into it about, like I said, 20 years ago, and we've just had a collection going ever since.
Okay, and so what was the name of that again?
DLG Livestock.
DLG Livestock, located in Sparta. So if somebody comes to the fair and they're like, this was so fun, and they want to come see you guys, what are y'all's typical hours look like?
Well, we're strictly mobile right now.
Okay.
We're in the process of getting something set up where we can have people at the farm do birthday parties, things like that. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
That'd be
they're
fun.
welcome to take a business card, and we'd love to do a birthday party for them. So.
Okay, that'd be awesome. And so where are you guys located at the fair if someone comes and they want to find the animals?
We are in Grandma's Barnyard.
Okay.
It's close to the south gate.
Okay.
Right in front of the pig barn. Big, huge barn area. You'll see the cows as you come in.
Okay, so if you're not in Grandma's Barnyard, what's your favorite thing to do at the fair?
I don't know. I rarely get to go out into the midway because I'm always so busy, but I would just say just talking to people, educating, especially little kids.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Thanks for coming out. I hope I have a chance to get over and see the animals. We'll send it back to the host now.
Thanks.
All right, so here we go. We just finished the 5,200 Pro Street Tour drives. Now we're transitioning over to the 4,300 pound mini trucks.
Okay, tell us something about that. That
All right,
sounds
so
fun.
These little trucks, they're really probably your cheapest
Okay.
way into truck pulling. There's several of these trucks. I mean, you go to a truck pull and there'll be 15 or 20 of these trucks because they run a small block. Their cubic inch limit is 406 cubic inch. They're small block trucks. They're S10s, Ford Rangers, Dakotas, the small frame trucks.
Yeah.
That's what they call minis.
Hmm.
And so there's a couple of Sonomas. You'll see them. I think there's one Colorado. So they're smaller trucks, but they can't weigh more than 4,300 pounds with the gentleman that's driving it or lady that's in it. There is quite a few ladies that run this class. But they have to run. They can't run larger than a 1 ton rear end, like one ton drivetrain. It's a really fun little class if you want to pull and have a good time and not spend bukus of money. This would be your class.
Okay.
And
So it'd
they
be a
have
good
this class
starting
pretty.
point.
Yeah, they have this class pretty spread far spread, and there's several organizations that run this class. So you can go pull. You got one of these trucks, you can go pull somewhere every weekend just about.
Really?
Yes.
That's so
they're everywhere.
exciting.
But we pick at them all the time, but they look like little bumblebees. But I mean, they're fun little trucks to watch.
Yeah.
So the first truck in this class is going to be Ricky Clark. He drives a truck called the Hulk. Now the Clark family, we talked about families.
Mhm.
The Clark family probably bring 3 or 4 of these trucks to the pool.
Really?
Yeah, like Ricky drives one, his wife drives one, his brother's got one. There's a bunch of them. So let's watch Ricky here in the Hulk.
Awesome.
I would say Ricky is going to drop that pool and come back.
You think so?
Yes. Because you see how when these trucks, when their front tires leave the ground, they have no way to drive these trucks. There's no steering brakes. There's no independent brakes on their ends. Like your big tractors, when you see your tractors pull, you hear sometimes the commentators talk about they had to get on the brake a little bit. Well, them big tractors, when they're packing them front tires, they have a left wheel brake and a right wheel brake. So if the tractor is veering off to the right a little bit, they can touch that left brake and kind of slow that tire down, let that right tire speed up a little, and bring that tractor back to the left, keep it from out of bounds. These little trucks, they don't have that option. So when them front tires come to the ground, they come off the ground, it's go where they want to go.
Oh, yeah.
So, yep. But I would say he's pulling over on the side there. So Mr. Clark is definitely going to exercise his rights to drop that pool and come back later in the program. But their family runs several of these trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Does, yes. I know his wife runs one. He runs one. I know his brother's got one, and they got several of them. When they show up, it looks like a convoy coming in.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome, though, that it's all in the family.
Oh, yeah, very much so. And they don't beat a battle around about it either. They give each other just as much a hard time as they give the next guy.
Yeah, probably even more so.
Oh, probably.
That's how I know I am.
Can you imagine being at Thanksgiving dinner and, talking about how things going? Ricky put 4 foot on me last night,
Yeah.
I know that guy's got to be cheating.
That's fun.
So that's just good camaraderie.
Absolutely,
all it is.
absolutely.
But there's a pair of brothers that pull in here, that pull together.
Yeah.
And they're good sports guys. They laugh and cut up, carry on. Me and my brother, it would be best for us not to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm super competitive. Like, I don't care if I'm in a booger picking contest, I want to be the best booger picker in the world.
Right. That's
So
how
if
it's
you're
the
gonna
only
do
way
it,
to
you want to be the best at it.
Absolutely.
So, and that's just the way we were when we was growing up. I mean, I've got several. I've got 7, 8, 9 cousins. We're all right close together.
Yeah, me as
And
well.
when we was growing up, if we were riding our ponies or horses or racing four-wheelers or dirt bikes or whatever we was doing, we tried to beat everybody else.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we would wreck each other and run each other off in the woods and stuff. So
That's how my family was too. Competitive about everything. We were
Yeah.
competitive about who's the tallest. You
Yeah,
know,
well,
it's
I never won
It's
that
like
one.
every little really.
Yeah, I was always the shortest.
That's okay. That's its own competition.
Yes, ma'am. So I don't have a chart on this one. I don't know who this one is. It's a good looking truck.
It is a good looking truck.
Well, trying to see it though. Good pass. You see how that truck stays straight?
Yes.
Good pass.
It's impressive to see these little trucks go.
Yeah, because they're so little. I mean, it's just
know.
like little Ford Rangers and S10s
It's
that they
crazy.
put big V8s in.
Yeah. It's just impressive to see how much they can pull. It's just,
Oh, yeah.
it's awesome.
Killing Time's named that truck.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very good. That's very good pass. Yes. Well, we're going to go to break real quick while they reset and do the thing. So we'll see y'all back right after this commercial.
Since their beginning in 1956, Swallows Insurance Agency has been providing protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Swallows Insurance cares about the safety and well-being of you, your family, and our community. Swallows Insurance Agency, with 3 locations in Cookeville, Livingston, and Smithville. Online at swallowsinsurance.com. Bailey Tire Company can align anything. Bailey Tire Company can service the needs of any heavy-duty and commercial vehicle. Bailey Tire Company can align your heavy-duty equipment with pinpoint accuracy. Bailey Tire Company, 6150 Roberts Matthews Highway in Sparta.
The Putnam County Farm Bureau proudly supports the Putnam County Agricultural and Industrial County Fair and the education and sustainability of agriculture in the Upper Cumberland region.
The team at Highlands Elite Real Estate are proud supporters of WCTE PBS and the Putnam County Fair. And if you're in the market to buy or sell, Kathy Dunn, Kim Chisholm, Libby Capps, and Wanda Maynard are here to help. Online at HereTN.com.
For almost 100 years, the Putnam County Fair has been bringing neighbors together and celebrating the rich agricultural heritage of the Upper Cumberland, and we're looking forward to the exciting years to come.
Southern Landscape Supply offers a large variety of outdoor power equipment, including zero-turn mowers, bad boy tractors, specialty turf equipment, turf and landscape supplies, parts, and services. Since 2004, Southern Landscape Supply has been providing the Upper Cumberland with their outdoor power equipment needs.
For almost 100 years, the Putnam County Fair has been bringing neighbors together and celebrating the rich agricultural heritage of the Upper Cumberland, and we're looking forward to the exciting years to come.
All right, here we go.
We are.
As you can see on the back window, that's one of them Clark boys.
Oh, yeah.
So Ricky Clark was the first puller. This is his brother, Anthony. So that's one of the Clark boys.
That was Anthony Clark.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them on this list.
296.06. So that puts Anthony in second right now. Now, Trevor Wilson is next. Trevor Wilson's from up close to Glasgow, Kentucky. He pulls a little truck called Cost of Living. Trevor and his, I think she's his fiance. They got a little girl, and this is another family that pulls together and everything. And so we got Pat Pryor, and then Ricky Clark is going again with the Little Rattler. So we watched Ricky
he's going
first.
again.
Yeah, we watched Ricky pull in the Hulk, and then he's going to pull again in the Little Rattler. So, yeah, and then Anthony's got another truck called. No, Anthony's got another truck called the American Pride. So Anthony's got 2 trucks. Ricky's got 2 trucks.
That's awesome. I didn't know you could go more than once.
Oh, you can go as many times as you want.
Can you really? You could have a class all to yourself.
As long as you want to buy the truck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Some of these trucks, like I'm looking down this list, some of these trucks are very tough. The Cumberland Express truck, Christopher West, really good running little truck out of Crossville, Tennessee. So, I look down through here and look at these names, and heck, there's 18 trucks here tonight in this class. Like I said, there's a bunch of these little trucks because they are. I'm not going to tell you they're cheap to build, but they're cheaper.
Yeah.
So per se.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah, they're more of the economy model.
Yeah, it's not really a cheap little activity.
No, nothing about it's cheap. So it's like going to the diamond store. You go buy your girlfriend an engagement ring. They got the economy section and they got the section you make payments on.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
So next we're going to go to Trevor Wilson. This is the Cost of Living truck. Trevor's from up in Glasgow, Kentucky. This truck, he just got this truck back running. So this truck right here has kind of been in Trevor's family for a while. It was yellow. It used to be called Family Tradition. So Trevor had this truck. They pulled it. He bought it from his dad. Then Trevor sold it. And then he tried to pull a diesel truck for a little while, and he did for a little while. And then he decided that he really didn't like the diesel pulling as good as he thought. So he found the guy that had this truck, bought it back, and then him and his girlfriend painted it, built a new motor for it, and this is what we got now. It's a good running truck. It's right there in the top notch. It's all over.
Yeah. That truck was meant to be his, sounds like.
It's his truck,
Absolutely.
So. Really good pass.
It looked like it.
$2.99. That puts Trevor Wilson in the front.
Oh wow.
$2.99, and there's several trucks come behind him. But did you hear how he had to get in and out of that truck and let out of the gas, let their front tires hit, where we could turn a little bit?
And it's interesting. Whenever they get to the end of the track over here, it's almost like they have to turn the truck.
Well, down here at the end of the track, there's a big concrete wall down here.
Yep.
So before we got the live back up, and we were waiting on the people to get everything fixed, and we had the delay. A truck actually hit the wall down there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
it's not, the course is a little smaller than I think a normal course would be.
It feels like that gate, when you walk through it, it feels real big. But when you're running 25 mile an hour and you're trying to drive through it, it's not that big.
Yeah.
All right, next we're going to go back down to Pat Pryor and the Power Ranger. Now, they get pretty creative with some of these things.
That's what I've been noticing.
Yeah. So this is a little blue Ford Ranger truck. It's an older body style, I'd say like early 90s, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Maybe late 80s, but it's an old and I guess anybody, myself, I had one, and we called my truck the Danger Ranger.
Really?
We always had fun names everything we've had when we was a kid, you named everything, whether it was your truck or your dog. You know, everything you had a name. I think that's a Southern thing.
I think so too.
So, but yeah. So Pat Pryor, this little Ranger runs really, really stout. It's a good running little truck. So
Yeah, all of them have interesting names.
yes, ma'am.
That's great. What's the name of your truck?
My truck's named Little Deuce.
Little Deuce.
Yep.
Where does that come from?
My uncle, his name is Troy Hand, was a Gold Glove boxer.
Oh wow!
And his name was Troy Little Deuce Hand, and he helped me with the truck and stuff like that. And he actually passed away in March of 17, the year we started pulling the truck.
Yeah.
And so we named it after him.
That's awesome.
So that's how the truck got the name. Here's Pat Pryor and the Power Ranger. Now when they hook the hook on there, they want you to roll up and get the slack out of that chain, so that way when you take off, it doesn't jerk you. So it's a smooth transaction.
Yeah.
It don't take but just a little bit, give you whiplash.
Woo.
Little truck sound like bumblebees coming
Yeah,
out.
it does.
They say 285.42.
I'm not sure.
295.42. So all these trucks are right around that 294, 296.
Yeah, that's great.
So
Now
while we're getting the track smoothed back out and everything, let's take a second, take a break, and let's hear from some local sponsors.
Thank you.
Southern Landscape Supply offers a large variety of outdoor power equipment, including zero-turn mowers, bad boy tractors, specialty turf equipment, turf and landscape supplies, parts, and services. Since 2004, Southern Landscape Supply has been providing the Upper Cumberland with their outdoor power equipment needs.
Since their beginning in 1956, Swallows Insurance Agency has been providing protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Swallows Insurance cares about the safety and well-being of you, your family, and our community. Swallows Insurance Agency, with 3 locations in Cookeville, Livingston, and Smithville. Online at swallowsinsurance.com.
For almost 100 years, the Putnam County Fair has been bringing neighbors together and celebrating the rich agricultural heritage of the Upper Cumberland, and we're looking forward to the exciting years to come.
The team at Highlands Elite Real Estate are proud supporters of WCTE PBS and the Putnam County Fair. And if you're in the market to buy or sell, Kathy Dunn, Kim Chisholm, Libby Capps, and Wanda Maynard are here to help. Online at HereTN.com.
Hey y'all, welcome back. It's getting toward the end of the night for us, unfortunately, because of the rain delay. We're not going to get to finish out all the truck pulls. But if you're wanting to see who ends up winning, we can tell you where to go.
We go to Kentucky Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association Facebook page. That's KOTTPA Truck Tractor Pulling Association Facebook page. That they'll have all the results and everything there. So this is Anthony Park and the Little Rattler. See how smooth that was?
Yeah.
That front end come off the ground about 6 or 8 inches. It just kind of floated down there, and he had to get out of it. You heard the motor kind of let loose and then come back to it because it was kind of drifting towards that out of bounds line.
Yeah.
It's 294. Then all these trucks just seem to be hovering right around that 292, 295, 296 area. That tells you the track is staying pretty consistent.
Yeah.
And they just got to figure out, like what combinations working best for our truck. Now, Anthony just got out of that truck. Just got out of it. He's walking back over to the Hulk. He's actually still got his Hulk driving suit on.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So he's letting some of his family members do the duties of removing the trucks from the track.
Oh, yeah.
So the Clarks, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 Clarks, 4 trucks that just the Clarks got in here.
Wow.
Now there's a couple other families that are with the Clarks that are friends, and they work on trucks together and they haul together. And I would say there's probably 6 or 8 trucks in this class that goes back to the Clark family.
Wow.
Just in this class.
That's very impressive.
So let's take a second real quick and go back to Morgan. She's got one more person back there she wants to talk to.
All right, it's Morgan White here with our backstage guest, our last backstage guest of the night, J.R. Smith, the voice of the Putnam County Fair. How's tonight been?
Oh, it's been amazing. I feel honored to be the last guest. This is nice, though.
Last guest.
But tonight has been amazing. Seeing the trucks do their thing, pulling up on the sled like they do, and just seeing the crowd roar. If you're not here, you need to be here.
Okay, so how did you get involved in this?
A couple of years ago, Tom Steger, he was part of the fair board a couple of years ago, got me involved. I actually went to school for journalism at MTSU in Murfreesboro. Ended up not using it. I teach for a living, but that's how I got involved, was through things like my journalism degree. I did 4-H in high school that actually helped out quite a bit. So.
Okay, well, cool. So I know you can't be biased, but what's your favorite event?
Oh man, so there is a bump and run event, and we just started it last year. I love the demolition derby, so that's part of it. But the bump and run, you got 2 demolition derby cars racing each other at the same time. There's jumps involved. Last year, one car flew into the back of another car. It was great. So you got to come see that.
So you like the action. Well, thanks, J.R. Smith, for everything you do and for being the voice. We're glad to have you. Back to you, host.
Crossville, Tennessee. This is a real tough running truck. This might be the last truck where we get to watch tonight before we get cut off there. So if you want to finish watching and see the results for this classes, once again you can go to KOTTPA Facebook page and they will have the results posted for the winners. Truck was having a real hard time trying to get open in that track. Like that, you see that front end kind of bouncing and it was raising and dropping and raising. That tells me that it was getting a hold and it was turning loose. It was getting a hold, turning loose. It never got a hold, stayed a hold.
That was Christopher West pulling in Cumberland Express. He had a pull of
293.22.
3 miles an hour.
293.
293.32.
Well, it's been a real honor having y'all here with us tonight.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you for being with us tonight.
It's been a blast. I've had a good time, and we're real sorry about the rain delay, and then we're real sorry about the lightning running in and killing the tire.
I know.
All the technical difficulties we had. So we just wanted to thank y'all for hanging in there, staying with us, and believing in us coming back and watching as much as we could provide with y'all.
Yeah, and we want to remind you all that we'll be back here on August 8th and 9th for the horse show and the Lone Star Rodeo as well.
Yeah, Lone Star Rodeo, World Championship Rodeo right here.
Absolutely. It'll
next
be very
Friday
exciting.
Night. Yeah, and it'd be some good rodeos too. Lone Star and Preston Folks, they put on a real good rodeo. It's a real good show.
Yeah, and it'll be live on our TV channel on Facebook and YouTube. You can watch it on the app. It'll be available for anyone to watch. It'll be great.
Yeah, it'd be a good show. So once again, you can find the results for the poll tonight, all the competitors, and the ones that you missed that you didn't get to see, just log on to KOTTPA's Facebook page. That's Kentucky Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association Facebook page. And they will have all the results posted and everything. You can find it all there. So we are just about to time out. I just wanted to say thank y'all for everything.
Yeah, thank
It's been
you.
real good here having y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah, and thank you for hanging in with us through all the delays and the technical difficulties. It's been a great night. And make sure to subscribe to our Facebook and look for more WCTE news and what we're doing in the future. Thank you all.
Remember, next Thursday, next Friday, and then Saturday, they're having the Demolition Derby right here. Now, it won't be televised, but you can come out and watch it in person right here at the Cumberland County Fair. Putnam County Fair, sorry. we was at Cumberland County last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
WCTE's coverage of the Putnam County Fair is brought to you by Swallows Insurance, Bailey Tire Company, Putnam County Farm Bureau, Southern Landscape Supply, Highlands Elite Real Estate, and by the Putnam County Fair.